Hey, what's up, everybody? I know I said my less expensive watch reviews were going to be grinding to a halt, but I still, do one here and there. If I see a cool value watch that I think has good value and brings something to the table, and so this is one of them. So I have a Timex. This is the damn it, what is it? Whatever it is. It looks a lot like a Tudor Black Bay kind of ish watch. Um, I think it's the Harborside Coast or something like that. Just a basic 100-meter water resistant. It is not a screw down crown. It's just a push pull. It's just a basic quartz watch. The bezel action is not that good because I can't really grab it easily. It's so thin, which is nice. It keeps the watch thin, but it just looks nice. It's a nice looking watch, and who uses a dive bezel on an everyday watch anyway, right? But Timex has been up in their game a bit lately. I've noticed they're Waterbury. They've got a $2,000 watch. Timex is, I think they're trying to make a comeback. And I don't think it hurts that when people like Kevin O'Leary are on Fox News, and on one wrist he's got his however many hundreds of thousands of dollars for that one-off. I don't know if it's an AP that he bought or something. He's got this one-off head. Whatever it is, he spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on it. And then on his other wrist, he's got a $287 Timex. Timex is a legit watchmaker. Yeah, you're used to seeing their cheap watches at Walmart or whatever, but they have nicer watches in the couple $200, $300, $400 range. They got some dive watches. They've got some nice chronographs. They're an old American watch company. And I realize very few of their watches are still made here, but like Casio, they're known for their lower end watches, but they've actually got decent other watches. Some of them are their Expedition series. So they've got some watches that are more rugged, a little bit higher spec. Also does bump the price up a little bit. So one of those is this. We've got the Expedition North Anchorage edition. And there's another watch from Timex that actually is intriguing me that I'm considering at some point. And that is their, what is it? It's a Deepwater 200. It's got a really cool dial, and it's screw down crown, sapphire glass, and it's like $200. It looks, kind of like a Casio Duro, but I think it's a much nicer watch than the Casio. So anyway, I got this. This is called the Anchorage. We'll go through the specs and all that fun stuff in a moment. What I'm going to do first of all is set the date. Pull that little plastic nubbin off. So is that a screwed down crown? That is a screw down crown. It has a Cyclops, although I'm going to say not a great Cyclops. This one's a little better, but you got to look at it from just the right angle. If you're not looking at it straight on, it kind of doesn't work. So, bezel action's pretty nice. A little bit of wiggle. Actually, not much. It kind of locks in place. Seems to line up nice. So, screw down crown, 200-meter water resistance. So that's pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, we got to set the time to what's the date rather? So set it to the 17th. Nice clicks. Pull it out, and a little slow, but while we're doing this, let me read the specs to you. Let me find the specs for this thing. Our Anchorage brings a brand new 42mm stainless steel case using 316L to our rugged Expedition lineup. Authentic look of a true diver watch, energizing blue and line details. Kind of cool. Sizable luminescent hour markers. Well, we'll check that. It does have you know what? For $159, it does have scratch resistant AR coated sapphire with date magnifier. All right, we already talked about the magnifier not being spectacular. Let's see what we got for physical specs. The specific model number TW2W4100. It is quartz analog. And we're on the 18th. All right, so now we got to go around past noon. Case finish is brushed. Dial is black. Lug width 22. Water resistance, as I mentioned before, 200 meters. It is sapphire. Case diameter is 42. Doesn't give a height. If I had to say, I'd say 10 to 11-ish. It's fairly thin. Not super thin, but it's not that thick. Maybe around 11-ish. And what time is it? 3:31. So let's get this thing set and get on with the rest of it. So push it in, screw it in. Nice. So let's take off this one. Battery type it takes SR920SW. It's got a silicone bracelet. Seems nice enough. I do kind of like the lime green accents on this thing. I don't know if this one, they might, if they sell it with a stainless steel bracelet. I don't know. I can get an aftermarket one, certainly, but for this kind of thing as a kind of action sport watch, I don't know. I kind of like the black and the green. It goes with the dial. Actually looks pretty damn good. It's silicone. This is interesting. So this is, it looks like it's two pieces, but it's actually one. So I guess this is going to slide down here somewhere. I guess that works. Simple Timex that's been laser etched. Nothing fancy. It does look like a pretty decent watch. We'll take it off and look at the front and back and stuff. The bracelet, the strap is nice and thin. It's very comfortable. A little bit of stretch to it. And it is quick disconnect. That's a nice touch. I like that more and more watches are doing that. They're saying, hey, we think our straps are good, but hey, you might want something different. I want to know how this would look with a... I went and got a stainless steel, just taking off the stickers while I'm talking here. I put the stainless steel bracelet on my Boulevard Racer. That had come with a leather strap, which was okay, but it kind of got scuffed and patinaed like really fast. It just wasn't. I like that it looked period from like the 70s, but it wasn't doing it for me. So I put it on a stainless steel bracelet and think it looks much better. One that I got off Amazon and actually works pretty damn well. I may try that one on here just to see how it looks. But that's a pretty cool looking dive watch. I think this will make a good tough beater watch. It's only $159 on Amazon. I'll put a link to an affiliate link in the description. Do a couple quick kind of macro shots so you can see it. From the side. We do have whatever their Expedition North little logo there on the crown that says, "This is an outdoorsy watch. You can take me on any of your adventures." The back, it's kind of plain. But it is finished well. It is machined well. I mean, this isn't a Walmart watch. I mean, obviously they sell their $20 watches in, department stores and stuff. But this actually is like a really nice looking watch. I would imagine if you wanted to put it on leather, although being a dive style watch, you probably don't want to do that. You want to keep it, you put leather on there, then are you really going to wear it in the water? Probably not, because that'll get all funky and kind of ruin it over time. So I would say the leather strap that it came with is perfectly adequate, but just in case it's not quick disconnect. But I think you could very easily put a bracelet on that, and I think it would look pretty damn good. That's the thing, you can go the homage route. You can go with Pagani's, and I've had them in the past, and I actually have one because it's a really cool one. But then there's Casio, there's Timex. There are obviously Casio's Japanese, but it's an American company, even if a lot of the watches, I would imagine this watch is probably made in China. I could be wrong. I'm trying to think. All right, I'm going to pull out my goddamn reading glasses. I had to freaking break down finally and get a pair of reading glasses. And I hate to say it, but they really do help when you're trying to read little things like that. Let's see what it says. Designed and engineered by Timex. Stainless steel. I'm going to say this is probably made in China. Why? Because most everything is these days. Even your so-called Swiss watches. Yeah. A lot of that stuff is made in China. All the parts and things like that. And then they send it to be assembled in Switzerland. So anyway, it's a nice watch. There's nothing wrong with that. The strap it's a little flimsy, but it's comfortable. I might replace it with an FKM style rubber strap. I don't know what color. I mean, I guess I've probably got black over there in 22 mil. I'm going to see if one of those straps feels a little better. But the green does look cool. I'm not going to lie. You just got the basic emblem. You see a little bit of the green poking through. It is nicely done. I just wonder how it would look on a different strap or even a bracelet. But 159 bucks. You're supporting a company that's based here. I think they're still based up in Connecticut or Massachusetts or something like that. So not bad at all. I mean, I wasn't sure what to expect. I mean, I thought, oh, it'd be pretty decent. I mean, I paid like 83 bucks on Joma Shop for this. And, you know, it's not expensive. And the links they're not solid end links, although they feel really good. I think what helps is that the links are fairly tight. So when they're super light, they just feel flimsy and flop around. The fact that these links are actually kind of tight, it slows down the floppiness and stuff. So it actually feels like they're nicer than probably they really are. But, you know, you throw it on, it looks nice. I mean, Timex doesn't make a bad watch. Like a lot of things. If you're buying the $19 one at Walmart, you know, okay, it's going to feel like a $19 watch. You start paying $100, $150, or you get up into $200 and $300 range, which a lot of the new Timex Waterburys and some of those are. You are getting a brand name quality watch with a company that's been around forever and is a real name, you know, in the watch industry, and you know, has a good warranty and service and all that stuff. So you don't have to spend. You're not going to be winning any popularity contests with watch snobs showing up with a Timex. But again, you look at a guy like Kevin O'Leary, very positive on Timex. Wears them on TV, you know, alongside his $400,000 watch. Wears one on each wrist. So you have one in one time zone, one in another. That's his thing. And he wears Timex. You know, Bill Gates has been seen many times wearing a Casio. Mark Wahlberg wears a Casio Ironman, even though he's got a watch collection worth multiple millions of dollars. Sometimes you just want something cool to tell time, and if you bang it up, you don't worry about it. You know, you're not going to wear your Rolex everywhere. So there you have it. This is the Anchorage from their Expedition North series. 42 mil silicone strap, stainless steel, screw down crown. I mean, it's a nice little dive watch. I'm going to go experiment with some different bracelets and straps and see which, maybe I could dress it up a little nicer. But as it is, I'd say worth every damn penny. There you have it. Timex. Who would have thought I'd be reviewing Timexes when I've been doing some mostly Swiss and Japanese watches, but I believe they've been stepping up their game. I've seen quite a few reviews recently that Timex has been putting out some newer watches and updating some older ones, and they've upped their game. They're putting out some pretty cool stuff these days, so give them kudos for that. Anyway, I'm going to go find something else to do. You cats, take it easy.